Today's children are tomorrow's future. We hold the beacon of hope for a better tomorrow. Every single child deserves the right to life, basic needs, and a safe environment. But there are millions I say, of children around the world who don't have these basic necessities. UNICEF is providing hope to these children across the globe, working across hundreds of countries to protect basic child rights. UNICEF is leading a movement for children until every child has a safe childhood. UNICEF is working in the world's toughest places to reach and help the most disadvantaged children. And UNICEF is always on the ground during any emergency, providing life-saving help with this huge responsibility. And several initiatives for UNICEF. You need a leader who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. Ms.Henrietta Fore became UNICEF's Executive Director in 2018. For more than 4 decades, she has been a champion for health, education, and child rights across the world. She held several key positions over the years, making an impact in every role. And in 2009, she received the Distinguished Service Award, the highest award from Secretary of State for exceptional leadership and service. And today, I'm thrilled, beyond words, to have Ms. Henrietta Fore on my show today. And I cannot wait to talk to her. So please welcome Ms. Henrietta Fore. Hi, Mrs. Fore, and welcome to the show.
Hi, Abhijay. It's great to see you again.
First of all, thank you so much for taking time to join me today, and I'm thrilled to have you.
Thank you. I'm thrilled to be here.
Thank you. So, I have read about your inspiring journey over the years and how you have been a champion for humanitarian assistance across so many initiatives. So, how did your journey begin with UNICEF, and what inspired you to be a part of UNICEF?
So, Abhijay, my life started similar to yours. I saw UNICEF when I was in grade school, and I began raising a little bit of money, thinking about children who were not as privileged as I was to be growing up in a well-developed country. And that began my journey. But then one day, the Secretary General asked me if I would be on his team and if I would lead the world's organization for children. And I said yes.
That is inspiring. And yup, the greatest good is what we do for one another.
It is.
So as the Executive Director of UNICEF, you're a role model for so many, and you have a huge responsibility. So I wonder, how do you inspire and motivate your team?
Abhijay, when you work for children, you don't need to inspire anybody. It's you all that inspire us, and it happens every day. So this makes it very easy. But the thing we do as a team is that we work together. So we do all of our planning together, our thinking together. We know what we want to get accomplished, and then we go out and do it. And that makes a lot of inspiration because it's a team. It's a team at work.
Yup, and the very fact that UNICEF, working across hundreds of countries, day in and day out, doing whatever it takes to help children thrive, is motivating in itself, basically. And at the same time, leading change at this level is huge. So what are some of your everyday challenges, and how do you deal with them?
So I'll give you 2. One is education. So Abhijay, you have noticed that during COVID, a lot of other children are out of school and they're getting behind in their studies. They're missing their friends. So there are lots of negative consequences if you are not in school. So UNICEF is trying very hard to connect every school in the world to the internet. I mean, wouldn't that change things for your generation if every single young person, no matter in what country they live in, could connect to the internet and that they would have digital skills? Because we know that 9 out of 10 jobs are going to need digital skills. So education is number one, and connecting every school and every learner to the internet. A second one I'll tell you about is water. We really want to have water and hygiene at every school and in every household. It's needed in COVID. So there are two that we want to get accomplished.
Yup, and challenges only make us more stronger. So 1 year ago, the COVID-19 virus started to spread. And then the world came to a still. And this crisis situation of the pandemic, UNICEF was at the forefront, providing support to a lot of kids. And so can you talk about a few programs that UNICEF has initiated to help kids and families, especially in terms of education?
Yes. So in education, we help with early childhood education. So as you know, Abhijay, if you can start young in education, you learn to read, you learn to do all kinds of things that look after you. So early childhood education is something that UNICEF is very strong on. So starting early is very important for education. And then second on education is good fundamentals. Learn to read and write and do basic mathematics. And Abhijay, you are good on this, but not every child has a chance of having a good teacher or the ability, if their school is closed, to be able to work on some sort of a handheld device. So we've got to get better as the world to do that.
Yep. Like you said, a child's right to an education does not change because of a crisis. And I read how UNICEF has found new innovative ways to support remote learning using radio, TV broadcasts, and teleschools. In fact, I was very sad to hear that not every kid has access to all the remote learning resources. So how do you think we kids can help each other during the pandemic?
So Abhijay, you started by collecting some funds that could help other young people. And that makes a big difference so that we can help young children all over the world. And that's part of what you can do to help, because there are so many who do not have access to remote learning. They don't have that radio, they don't have a television, and they don't have any sort of a cell phone. And Abhijay, most importantly, is we want to get it in the hands of girls. Girls are way behind boys in their ability to get hold of a device and to use it, but we need every girl to be digitally literate too. I bet you'd want that.
Yep, and that was great advice. And yes, that was the whole reason, and that's the reason why I started my YouTube channel, to teach kids across the world everything I'd been learning: computers, math, science. I was also working with an organization to support electronic recycling campaign to provide access to people in need. And Ms. Fore, we've also recently started an initiative, I Spy with MyLI.org, where me and my little brother try to help with any way we can spy around us. We can see all the stuff that are going wrong, so we spy around us and we help with those little and big things. We can help in any little way. So we raise awareness and help out to make a difference.
That's great, Abhijay. I think both for you and your little brother, if you can look for things that you can do just around the house, or that you can do right around the outside of your house, and then think about your community and what's happening in your school, you can think of many ways to help. And that's great for all of us. It makes our world better. So terrific, Abhijay.
Yep, I think we're never too young to be a change maker. One of my favorite quotes is, be the change you want to see in the world. Any small thing can impact in a big way. And it's everyone's responsibility to help in any way possible.
Absolutely right. Well said, Abhijay.
So, Ms. Fore, as an inspirational global leader, what is your message to children across the world in these tough times? And what is your message to kids like me who want to be a part of this global movement for kids?
Well, number one is keep wearing your masks and stay safe.
Yep.
Number two is do just what you're saying, Abhijay. Reach out to your friends so that you can keep each other safe and connected so that you're not going through this time of COVID alone. Sometimes it can make you feel sad or lonely or happy or angry or all sorts of things. But if you have your friends there, they kind of bring you back to normal and you're happy again.
Yep.
So keep in touch with your friends. And then I would think, lastly, reach out to help someone who has greater need than yourself. It puts it all in perspective that there are those on earth who have much less and that you could help them. So
Yep.
Thank you, Abhijay.
Yeah, I actually talk to my friends, text them a lot. So yeah, it makes my COVID time much fun.
Yes, and you can learn things about what they're doing. They thought to do something or they were looking at something and you say, well, gosh, I've never looked at that. So you learn things that are fun and interesting and you can share it together.
Yep. Thank you for such a great message. And I have this photo frame in my room which says, if your actions inspire others to dream more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. And Ms. Fore, you are a standing example and icon for that dynamic leader, creating a huge impact to make this world a better place for our future generations. Thank you so much for everything you do.
Thank you, Abhijay, but I must say, you caught it earlier when you said you're never too young to be a leader. You are one, and it's great fun to have you as one. So thank you for helping the world and UNICEF.
Thank you so much.